Now you want to get nuts? Come on, let's get nuts.
Let's get it on! What's happening, everybody? Welcome to Film Junkee Live on your Tuesday, November 15th. Man, already halfway through November. Gotta start looking for gifts for people. They need to reverse Christmas, you know? Spend money on yourself as opposed to other people. That's what they should do. 1 year. Let's just do it like that. I'm suggesting it. Anyways, guys, thank you guys for clicking in, of course. Smash that like, thumbs up. Make sure you hit that notification bell so you know when I'm doing this stuff. Follow me on all the sock meds and everything that's around me. Patreon. Posted something on Patreon today. I meant to post it last night. Forgot. Posted it today. So go check that out, and trying to put some more exclusive content on there. But yeah, guys, appreciate it. Hit that join button if you want to become a member of the Film Junkee family on here. All right, what we got here? Diamond Absolutes just give Batfleck his solo film. It's not that hard. Jeez, howdy, Dave. Well, it's hard when the guy is doing other things. We always got to remember there's two people. We always think that Ben Affleck's just sitting there going, when are they going to give me... You know, it's like, dude just got married. You know, got a lot of things going on right now. Remember, there's always two sides of it. What do you think of Mr. Terrific picture that Gunn posted means? Yeah, we'll talk about it when we get through these tweets. What's going on, Ted, for Batman's 20 years since Harry Potter and 30 lines of coke on the table. There you go. Sounds like a new podcast title right there or something. Going on, Mr. Fear Jason? Always good to see you. All right, we got Lawrence Snyder Gun right here. How you doing? Stephanie, hey, just got back from seeing Wakanda Forever. It was all right. Doesn't come close to the first one. Word to that one. It's just. I mean, obviously there was something missing, which was Mr. Boseman, but it just didn't. I mean, I give it to him for doing what they could without having him, and a lot of grief in there, which got a little dark, but. I don't know. It just didn't feel. It didn't fully work for me. So there won't be 4. Last time I checked, there's currently 3. Well, you can't forget Keanu Reeves, technically. And there you go, Ronak right there. Casual Batman, he's the Batman. And I know I keep on promising that he's going to be back. He will. There was just like, I wanted to do something different with that character, and I think I finally figured it out, and should be fun. Should be fun of what I'm thinking about. So, Daddy Zaslav confirmed he is fixing Hamada movies, and that Batfleck is the only Batman. Not sure if he quite did that, or if you just perceived it like that. I think that's probably what it was. But hey, what could he do? Still rooting for Batfleck. Hey, well, we got Mama Film Junkee here. Good. Oh yeah. Don't shun Lego Batman either. When is he going to get another movie? I mean, come on. What's going on, Parag? Right here. I'm doing pretty good. Hopefully you're doing good as well. Okay, we got Clay Talion right here. Good to see you. Let's see. We got Super Godzilla vlogs. A different era. It's a totally different era, right? Yeah, you said it. Rerum trading 15th like, yeah. Casual Joker. Yeah, that could happen. Anyways, all right. So got some people coming in slowly, as of course. So hopefully, you guys had a good day. My Tuesday was fairly decent. Got some work done, and here I am to talk about some of the craziness that's happening right now. Hey, isn't like Trump supposed to be having my announcement right now during Film Junkie Live? That's right. I mean, we all know it's going to be me. I'm going to be running for president of the world. That's right. Going to run the world because everybody loves me and all the votes are coming for me and everything like that. Is that what's happening? Anyways, I don't know. It's just, I know there's like that whole announcement. Oh, you better believe. See, the thing is, as much as the media hates Trump, they love him too, because they always, they've been, obviously the ratings tanked after he got out of the White House. So now they're just like, ooh, yay, we get to keep on talking about Trump. And all they have to do is just not talk about him and he would go away. But they don't want to do that. That's not how it all works. It's all just a freaking game. It really is. But, God knows what's happening when it comes to them. What's going on, Alex? But yeah, I don't even know what the hell. He's just probably going to announce that he's running again. Big deal. Black Adam needs China. Apparently that's not happening, though. So, ouch. I don't know. We'll see what happens. I don't know. They'll edit something out, whatever they have a gripe about, bow to the China overlords. I don't know. Again, it's not the people. It's the freaking leaders. It's always the leaders, man, I tell you. All right. Let's go ahead and get to the tweets and see what's going on in the Twitter sphere. All right. Any guesses? Because she's asking. Miss Jessica Chastain, and I made the joke last night that, maybe Grace Randolph knows. I don't know, but what is Jessica Chastain talking about right here?
Hello. So on Wednesday, there's going to be a very exciting announcement. You guys have been asking me about this for a long time. I'm sorry I'm being secretive, but I have to wait until Wednesday. But your questions will finally be answered. It's about my next project, and I hope you guys are all gonna come out and see me. Wednesday, you'll hear all about it.
Oh my God. So what are we thinking here? Is it anything, is it DC related? Is it MC related? Is it Star Wars related? Or is it just something else? Most likely that. That's what I'm thinking. It's something else. It doesn't have anything to do when it comes to that. Is she finally bringing back her Dark Phoenix character? I highly doubt that. I don't even remember what her Dark Phoenix character, who she was. I totally am drawing a blank on that. I just remember, I remember the scene where she was having like a dinner with people and then went out and got consumed or possessed or whatever, and then all of a sudden, yeah. God, Dark Phoenix. I have to watch that again one of these days. But yeah, I know a lot of people are like, "Oh my God, let's get her as Poison Ivy." But I'm just kind of going like, doesn't sound like that's going to be the case, because I mean, it very well could be something for Matt Reeves' Batman, because that's the one that's essentially in more pre-production than anything else. I highly doubt it has anything to do with anything else when it comes to DC-related content. It could very well could be MCU content, or it could be Star Wars. I was wondering if it's Star Wars. But my guess is it's not going to have anything to do with anything like that. I think it's just going to be something, maybe a passion project. She's probably directing something. That's my guess. That's what I was going to be thinking. So, yeah. But anyways, anybody ask Grace? Because I know how much Grace loves Jessica Chastain. Anybody ask her? Ask her. She probably knows. She probably knows, right? She's having a boxing match with Grace. Yeah, there you go. What's going on, Jose? Yeah. There you go. That could be it. That would be pretty hilarious if that, Let's get it on. Remember celebrity boxing? Yeah, let's do that again. Here's my deep thought of last night when I was sitting here editing out some clips. The movie Bones and All. It's a movie that centralizes around cannibalism. It comes out during Thanksgiving weekend. I don't know who thought that would probably be a good idea to release this movie in theaters. I mean, I know it's been getting limited release. It's, indie as hell, and it's gotten a lot of praise, but you're really gonna release a movie that has to do with cannibalism, that's part of the story during Thanksgiving weekend? I mean, that's a little strange. I'm just saying, it's a little odd to me because, I'm not going to go watch this movie and then want to have, the turkey dinner or anything like that. I'm just going to be a little gross. I'm just going, who's going to want to go see this? I mean, if you do plan on going to see it, please, by all means, go see it after. Okay? It comes out Wednesday night, I think, or Tuesday night. I don't know. By all means, wait. Eat your Thanksgiving dinner, maybe wait a day, let it digest, do all that stuff, then go see this movie that's going to have graphic cannibalistic scenes in it, which I can't do. I'm not a fan of that. I mean, I don't mind it when zombies chomp on people, but when it's actual just people chomping on other people, I don't know, I get a little queasy when it comes to that. That's where I draw the line. I could watch zombies devour somebody, but when it's just a normal other human being trying to devour somebody, I just can't do it. It's just not my, it's not my bag. It's not my bag, so yeah, there you go. Anyways. And then look at this. The Batman, speaking of the Batman, in the Batman, the official script book, available now that you can get. There's a deleted scene during the GCPD where Barbara Gordon is name dropped, guys. That's right. They cut out a scene that name dropped Barbara. What the hell? Why does Warner Brothers hate Barbara? Oh, man. Yeah, it says right here, Interior, Gotham City Police Department, Command Center, day. The room bustles with police and FBI code breakers, all fixated on the cipher projected huge on the wall. One of the GCPD detectives quietly briefs Gordon. Feds say code could take weeks if they can crack it at all. Gordon's cell rings. He looks. No caller ID. Answers. Did Mitchell have a car? Obviously, it's Bruce. I'm sorry. Can you hold on? The detective. He goes. He says to the detective, "My daughter, Barbara." The detective nods as Gordon takes a few steps away into the phone. A car? Yeah, I'm sure why. So there you go. There's a cutout scene right here. There's some concept art right back there and everything. But yeah, there you go. So apparently, yeah, he did name drop Barbara. So, but they cut it out. They cut it out. What is going on? Why do they hate Barbara so much? Come on. Hashtag free Barbara. What the hell? We need more Barbara. Why so anti-Barbara, all right? It's just that whole thing, they don't like redheads, right? That's what's going on. Hollywood doesn't like redheads, but yeah, there you go. Yeah, blame Hamada. Yeah, blame Hamada, but Zaslav's the one that canceled the goddamn full movie. But then, of course, you could blame Hamada for that, for placing that movie where it was. And then we got right here Mr. James Gunn teasing again, which is yes, please. Keep on doing this. I keep on saying this, and I'm always going to say it. Please keep on teasing as much as possible. So, terrific. So, why not Mr. Terrific right here, huh? He's teased him right here. I think this is Mr. Alex Ross's drawing. He actually posted it also later on. But there we go. More James Gunn teasing. Who knows where he could show up. I mean, obviously, he's not a huge character. Not a lot of people know about him. I know he showed up on the CW, and they, built it up for all that. But, yeah, Mr. Terrific. If you guys know what I'm saying, oh, man, that's a deep pull. I'm saying terrific. I don't know if anybody knows where that's from. I will give you a virtual high five if you know exactly where I'm pulling that from. Probably not, though. Who knows? Maybe somebody will, and if I catch in the chat, wow, I'll send you a T-shirt. Anyways, but yeah, so he's teasing this right here. So is Mr. Terrific? Yeah, he was. Well, yeah, he was in Arrow. I don't know if that was. I don't know if that was the case in the books. You know how they like to do like that. Cast John David Washington. Interesting. I don't know. I think you'd want to get John David Washington on a more of a bigger character. I don't know. Who knows? I don't know. But yeah, who cares about that? But yeah, I mean, who knows what's going to be happening? Seems like as they're putting the Bible together, that they're putting together. Apparently, maybe that is something. He's just teasing all the different stuff, teasing all the different characters that they want to introduce into the world of the DCU. But yeah, anyways, nipples. Here's some nipples. Here's Dwayne Johnson's nipples. If anybody wanted to see him on here. A lot of veins, too. Also a lot of veins. Obviously, he posted this behind-the-scenes image of him right here, doing some work on Black Adam, doing the work before when he was, doing the mocap and stuff when they were making him, like, a little bit smaller. But, yeah, there you go. There you go. You get your daily fix of nipples right there from Dwayne Johnson. He is probably about 48 hours dehydrated right there. Just saying. That's how you get that look, probably. If you ever heard about Hugh Jackman. So you say Hugh Jackman, I mean, he always said, yeah, you got to dehydrate yourself to get those ripples and those veins popping out like that. So we got Mr. Everett's right there. Say it with me, DCU. Yes, I know. You're on your knees licking James Gunn's chode. I get it. Anyways, and then of course we got right here. I saw this tweet. HBO lost $3 billion last year, Warner Brothers Discovery CEO David Zaslav has said during the conference, which, of course, we're going to talk about more what he said right there. But, yeah, $3 billion. Oh, my God. Yeah, you like that? You like that? I don't know. I don't like it. It's like he should have leaned into DCU. I don't agree with Mr. Gunn with that. I don't. It's just me, though. I know. I get it. I'll have to get used to it, sadly. But I can't. Can't get used to it. And then speaking of Dwayne Johnson right here, he posted this, retweeted our very own Liz Wonder right here. My 305 fam, Liz Wonder coming in strong and serving looks right there. And then, of course, she posted this. Bam! Look at that. Of course, Liz Wonder just always killing it with the cosplay game right there. I loved Black Adam, the JSA. I want more. I want ISIS. So there's her ISIS look right here. This cosplay was such a fun project. I love, and then, of course, talking about the people that she worked with and everything like that. And, of course, Mr. Dwayne Johnson retweeted that. Yes. I'm not entitled. What are you talking about? Are you talking about me? No. We've been calling it for DCEU for so long. Ben, come on. We're supposed to push against that at least. I'm all about what Gunn's doing, but I want him to keep the DCEU name. And hey, here we got a figurine right here of Rambo that somebody sent over to me, and I thought that was kind of cool from First Blood. Yeah. From Haya Toys. Exquisite. So that's pretty cool. Of course, we'll talk about that. And then we got right here, hey, shocker, guys, because controversy seems to always get the ratings. SNL ratings hit season high with Dave Chappelle amid uproar. Yeah, of course, a lot of people were tuning in on it. I mean, that's just the way it is. And, of course, people are still not happy with things that he said. I thought he handled some things pretty, the Kanye stuff, and it was pretty interesting, But, yeah, so there you go. Rockstar reportedly turned down a potential Grand Theft Auto film that would have starred Eminem. And directed by Tony Scott. May he rest in peace. Yeah, apparently that's something new that just came about. There's going to be a I know. How has there not been a Grand Theft Auto film? I mean, there's been numerous types of Grand Theft Auto-like films, but to actually base it on that, I'm surprised that hasn't been the case yet. I mean, my God. It's crazy. It's so crazy. I know, right? I try. Anyways. Film is a dumb idea. You think so? Yeah, it probably wouldn't be as good. Like Need for Speed had potential, but it didn't work out. Hey, K Hyun Kwan, short round, says he still gets a Christmas gift from Steven Spielberg every year. Every time I needed help, he's always been there. So there you go. Giving some praise to Steven Spielberg right there. Put him in an Indiana Jones sequel or show or something. I don't know. Put him in something. Then we got the Flash suit from Zack Snyder's Justice League concept by CG5 Academy. Look at these right here. These are gorgeous. Just absolutely gorgeous. Be saving that, huh? And then, of course, we got the 3D right here. Got the 3D mock-up right here of all that. See, that's what's so great about this suit right here. The suit is so homemade. It's scratched up. It's weathered. You gotta love it. This is why I love this Flash suit. Is the fact that you can tell it's homemade, but it's like homemade with still with like some really good, material and everything like that. And the fact that it's all scratched up and everything. And then of course Bruce is gonna give him the new costume in the Flash movie. So should be good. Should be good. And then here's Amy Adams because Amy Adams. Yep. Amy Adams. What if Jessica Chastain was cast as Lois Lane in the new Superman movie? What if that's what she's talking about? Oh my God! They were like, nope, Amy Adams, she's not gonna do it. Let's get another redhead. Oh my God! Panic. There'll be panic on the streets, man. Panic on the streets if that were to happen. Relax, Eric. I'm just kidding. Don't freak out. It's fine. I'm not saying that I'm rooting for that. Fuck no. I don't want. I'd much prefer, of course, Amy Adams. Yeah. So, but we'll see. We'll see what happens with that. That's of course up in the air. Who's gonna ask her that first? That's what I kind of wonder. Is like when she gets interviewed. I don't know when her next movie is gonna be coming out, but you better believe that during the press junkets and interviews and everything for whatever she's working on next, they'll be asking, of course, about the return of Henry Cavill and everything. I think I saw like a headline, was it from Fandom Wire or something like that, where she said she was like apologizing for objectifying Henry Cavill or something like that, because she's mentioned many times in interviews that how she's kind of been a little swoony over Mr. Henry Cavill. I mean, come on, it's Henry Cavill, of course. But I think she said she apologized for doing that. It's just funny because it's like, shut up. I don't even know what it was probably a very clickbaity title. She probably really didn't even say. She probably was joking about that because, I mean, you could objectify dudes all you want. It's fine. I mean, we got the new Magic Mike that's coming out. That trailer showed up today. I haven't watched those movies. I've watched the clips, some clips, like the Joe Main clip in the supermarket. That was a little suggestive as hell, but just never watched that. But I mean, hey, you could do that all you want, right? Go ahead, Amy. I'm sure Henry Cavill doesn't care. Does not care. It's not frowned upon to. Anyways, all right. So let's talk about this article right here when it comes to David Zaslav at this conference and mentioning certain things. Nothing too crazy, but he did, of course, mention Batman. He did mention Batman and the fact that it's like, all right, well, we got a bunch of Batmen that's happening. I love how he pluralized Batmans. He's like Batmen. I mean, let's face it. The guy is smart enough to get to where he's at. He's a billionaire and everything, sure. But yeah, when it comes to math and when it comes to just grammar, apparently, not his strong side, which makes sense. It does make sense because, a pluralization of Batman would be Batmen. But he says Batmans. So therefore, I used it in my title. There you go. So here we go. Here it is right here. I clicked that thing. Don't click that. All right, Warner Brothers Discovery CEO David Zaslav talks weak advertising market, DC plans, and HBO losses. We already talked about how there was like $3 billion lost because they spent like $7 billion on content. Again, the streaming services and everything like that. So RBC, the RB conference right here on Tuesday morning, painted a pessimistic picture of a microeconomic environment, but expressed optimism about his company's plans to get the other side. And nowhere was Zaslav more pessimistic than with the advertising market, which he described as very weak. Very weak. I think we saw it maybe a little bit more with us because we don't have local and we didn't have sport. So no sports. Noting that now that the NBA and NHL is back and with March Madness on the horizon, its ad business should improve. And then right here, he talked about ad market weaker than it was during COVID, and that could change quite quickly. You know, right now, this is a pretty big miss of the whole Christmas season. That's right, Christmas season is upon us. And then, of course, he's talking about DC. At DC, which is now being led by filmmaker James Gunn and producer Peter Safran, Zaslav said that the pair are coming close to the end of finishing a Bible for DC. There you go, a Bible. Quote, I think over the next few years, you're going to see a lot of growth and opportunity around DC. There's not going to be 4 Batmans. Not going to be 4. What does that mean? Well, I mean, obviously we have currently 3 live action right now. One in the animated sphere, theatrical animated sphere, if you want to count Keanu Reeves. I don't know if he's like referring to that. Probably not. He's just saying like, hey, we're not going to have so many Batmen. Obviously, Pattinson is here to stay. Now, what's up in the air is the other 2. And then you got to look at it logically. Michael Keaton's 70 years old. He's not going to do anything like that. If he does any kind of continuation when it comes to Batman, he doesn't want to wear the costume. Why would you want to wear the costume? The costume is rubbery and hot and heavy and everything like that. He's 70 years old. He's not going to want to do that. So if he has any kind of presence, it would be as just an old man Bruce Wayne. And to be honest, it would be awesome if they did something with Batman Beyond. But no, Walter Hamada was like, no, we're going to do the whole multiverse thing and then put you right into the Batgirl scenario where you're going to be like, you're going to be teaching her, and try to be a better, vigilante and whatnot. Yeah, because that was going to work. Of course it didn't, and the whole movie got freaking canceled. Ridiculous, right? But when it comes to Ben Affleck, again, I know like people were just like, just freaking greenlight the Batfleck movie. But again, what does Ben Affleck want? We got to remember that there's 2 people in there's a person and then there's a company in the equation. And I've been saying this for probably 2 years now. It is up to him. It could be up to him. Maybe not so much this time, but I think it still is very much up to Ben Affleck if he wants to continue on. Now that Cavill's back, we'll see. I mean, we've always been like fingers crossed on maybe a world's finest type movie or some kind of crossover with Batman and Superman again. Who knows? But I mean, if that doesn't happen, say Ben Affleck's like, nah, I'm done. Do they do something with animation? Do they take his script, make it animation? Maybe he'll voice the animation and they'll do the animated movie version of that. That could always be a possibility. We know that animation's on the table when it comes to this Bible that they're creating right here. I don't know. Everything's just kind of just up in the air when it comes to a lot of that stuff. So, but anyways, he continues on right here. He says, and so part of our strategy is to drive the hell out of DC, which James and Peter are going to do. I think they've thrilled the fans. I think they're going to thrill you over a period of time. So then he said elsewhere, Zaslav disclosed that Warner Media's HBO business lost $3 billion last year after spending almost $7 billion on content. So one of the things they are doing is taking a close look at what people are watching on HBOMax and deciding where to spend going forward. We are right now sizing HBOMax, more content that people love, more original content, talking about that. In other words, removing the content that people aren't watching and adding more shows. This is what they're all doing. Netflix is doing this. Disney's doing this. Again, this is every one of them are doing this because of cash flow problems. Our whole library went on HBOMax and we weren't selling any of it, but it was all on there. Now, all that could have worked, but we looked at it and we said most of this is not being watched, or we don't think anybody is subscribing because of this. We can sell it non-exclusively to somebody else. Look at the huge library that we have. So they're going to be starting to sell some of that library probably in there that people aren't watching on here, sell it to the various other things. That's why, I mean, obviously it was like a shock when we heard about the new Batman animated series, the Cape Crusader, that Bruce Timm and Paul Dini were all going to be doing, that we were excited for because it was like cool. It was going to be on HBOMax. Now it's going to be shopped somewhere else. They're going to make more money on it. That's just the way it goes. That's the way this business is going. And I think they're going to be, he's going to be really tapping into all that. But yes, when it comes to the Batmen, yeah. I mean, I pretty much said what I said. It's really up to Batfleck. Pattinson is probably in it for the long haul, for at least a trilogy when it comes to the Reeves verse. But yeah, when you got a 10-year plan and you got Ben Affleck, I mean, hopefully he's going to want to do something like that. But the thing is like, we've heard like over the years the struggles that he's had with it. I mean, we do find, obviously the fact that he's in the Flash and not just a cameo, he plays a significant role, just like Keaton does, and then of course he makes a little cameo in Aquaman, which of course is changing that stuff too. I think when it comes to Michael Keaton, yeah, he's definitely not gonna, unless they do something Batman Beyondish. I don't think it's gonna be anything that's gonna be there, unless he does some kind of cameo things or something, whatever. Maybe they'll incorporate that, but I've said time and time again that apparently Alan Horn and David Zaslav, Zazzy Pants, didn't really like that whole situation that was happening with that. It's like, yeah, does it work for the Flash? Sure, it does work for the Flash. Unique story, bringing him back, bringing some of that nostalgia back. Yeah, sure, that makes sense, but did it make sense for the Batgirl thing? Did it make sense for that? I mean, I was always curious about it, and I was like, I'm just going to wait and see if it works, but apparently it didn't work, and it wasn't going to work unless it came out during Christmas time, right after the Flash. Nobody is, you try to do a test film on that without seeing the previous thing, it's just not going to work. And I think that's where they fell flat. Again, Hamada had nada. He thought he had something, but turns out he didn't. Sucks, when it comes to the two filmmakers and Leslie Grace and all them. But, yeah, so when it comes to Batmen, it's kind of up in the air. And then of course, like, what begs the question too is, we got Cavill back. We got Superman back. He's probably in it for the long haul as well, and continuing on Superman stories. So if Ben Affleck decides, if there is the chance that Ben Affleck decides not to come back, what do they use as Batman? Did they just recast him? Did they just recast him and say, fuck it, there we go. There's a new Batman. That's it. If he decides to do that, they might as well, if that's going to be the case. If they're going to do something, they're going to try to continue a cohesive universe, and Ben Affleck's like, you know what, I'm done. Then maybe that's going to be the case. Or maybe, like I said, when it comes to animation, they could probably do something if they wanted to, do something with his story, do like a one-off animated movie. But if he decides not to do it, they'll just probably have to like recast or something like that. I don't know. It's just, it's all very much up in the air. Batman, Robert Pattinson, Batman, I keep. So yeah, there you go. I know we all want that. Yeah. Did Gunn see Batgirl? I'm pretty sure he did. I'm fairly certain that he did. Did you just say ageism? How dare you? No, there's not ageism. No. Are you talking about me? Of course. I'd love, come on. I got the guy all over the place here. He's my favorite Batman. I want to see more of him, but I'm just kind of wondering. Like, what's he thinking about? Now that he's got the new wife. She did wear a Batman shirt one time in a picture, so that's actually pretty good, so. I was like, ageism. I just looked at it. I had a feeling it wasn't for me, but hey, there you go. But yeah, so we'll see. We'll see what happens, but guarantee it's just we're not going to have all these Batmen right here. Of course, they want to blow up the whole universe and, of course, have one cohesive thing. Yeah. I know, I am sus. Very sus. Yeah. If he doesn't want to come back, pull the Band-Aid. It is what it is. That's what you got to do. That's what you got to do. So thank you, Ben, for the $5 super chat. Appreciate that, sir. I could see Batmite popping up and bringing Batfleck back. So Batmite's going to be the reason why they bring Batfleck back. I don't know. Like I said, it's all up in the air. And then it begs the question too. Is like, okay, so if yeah, Mr. Objective always wants these damn Oh, Casey and Ben are gonna go at it right now. It's always fun. No, but it just begs the question. So if they do recast him, do they continue on like the story around that, or is it going to be a slightly soft reboot of the character? Will they go a little younger? Will they just go like, all right, let's get somebody at least 10 years like around the age as Cavill if that happens? I don't know. It's just one of those things that, we all just got to it's just one of those, let's just be patient, see what happens, and let's just hope that Ben Affleck will still want to continue kicking ass and, doing all that stuff. But I still think that his story, if it doesn't turn into an actual movie, turn it into an animated movie or something, please. And then we got this cocksucker, of course, who I always refer to him, Mr. Walter Hamada. After talking about the mess that Zaslav is still trying to clean up, that partially this guy was a central person that was messing a lot of this up. We got Walter Hamada. He got a new gig. He landed on his feet. I know some people are like, God damn it, but hey, the fact of the matter is, the guy was most likely going to land on his feet. But he got a new gig, and it's over on Paramount, guys. Paramount enters multi-year production pact with DC Films vet Walter Hamada. So here's the big news. In wake of former DC Films boss Walter Hamada departing Warner Discovery, he's landed at Paramount Pictures in an exclusive multi-year production deal. Big gain for the Melrose lot in an executive who not only steered DC to its highest grossing movie in Aquaman. Did he really steer Aquaman? I'm not sure about that. But he was behind the Conjuring franchise. Okay, I'll give him that. He was behind that. But Aquaman, okay. Hamada's deal starts January 1st, 2023, and he'll be the architect of Paramount's mainstream horror genre pod, with the mission to release several low to mid-budget films per year across theatrical and streaming. Paramount had a major win this fall with the horror movie Smile, true that, which was originally destined for Paramount Plus, but was pivoted to a theatrical release where it amassed close to $210 million worldwide, over $100 million stateside, and it costs like barely anything to make. Horror has been killing it these days. So with his track record for groundbreaking success, I wouldn't talk about they are really blowing into his butthole right now, aren't they? Jesus Christ. Walter is the ideal partner and visionary to build out our mainstream horror genre franchise business. As evidenced by the fantastic performance of Smile, there's a tremendous appetite for original high-concept storytelling in the global marketplace, and we look forward to a long, successful partnership. Well, I agree with that for sure, but, screw that guy. Screw that guy. Just saying. He didn't know what to do when it came to DC. That wasn't a success right there. Okay, that was not. There was some of that stuff, but you're really gonna give him, Aquaman. Wasn't that already like happening and all this stuff? I don't know. I can't really agree with that portion right there. But hey, he came from the horror genre, when it came to New Line and all that stuff. So maybe, might as well go back to it. You couldn't handle the freaking cinematic DC universe. Couldn't handle that. Now we got new players in. So, hey, power to him. We probably won't be hearing his name that much anymore. Maybe when we watch some of these horror movies, we'll see the name show up in the producer credit, whatever. Sure, fine. But this might be the last. Well, we probably will hear about it in January once again, but we're not going to really hear about Walter Hamada anymore. So be happy about that at least, right? We could be happy about that, and, power to him. Okay. And now on to Emily Blunt. Now, this is a random article that came across my timeline, but it was just very interesting right here. It was a Variety article. And, I just thought it was funny because, in the culture that we live in now, when it comes to trying to amplify strong female characters, and, that's used a lot, that term, strong female lead or whatever the hell. Emily Blunt rails against strong female lead label. It's the worst thing, and I'm bored of it. Oh, she pissing off some people out there? I don't know. Highly doubt it. Nobody's going to cancel Emily Blunt. But she said right here, It's the worst thing ever when you open a script and read the word strong female lead. That makes me roll my eyes. I'm already out. I'm bored. Those roles are written as incredibly stoic. You spend the whole time acting tough and saying tough things. So there you go. That's what she's talking about. She's promoting, of course, her new project, The English. Talks about her character is far more surprising than the simplified strong female lead. She's innocent without being naive, and that makes her a force to be reckoned with. So she just hates it when they throw it right in her face. Like, hey, strong, strong, strong. It's the buzzword. Strong, strong. You can't do that. You know, sometimes it just gets old. It just gets old because it's constantly talked about. So I completely understand that. I mean, you know, in the past 5 years, obviously we've been hearing that a lot, but we realize there's decades and decades of actual strong female leads out there that wasn't in this sphere that we're in now, where everybody's like, oh my God, we got to do this. It's like, no, that we had strong female characters throughout the decades in cinema, and we're all like, yay, but it was like before all this stuff where everybody just keeps having to point shit out and then, of course, amplify it like that. It was just like, here's the character, this is the situation, here's the plot, here's how she's going to kick ass. We've had that, and that's good, and we all accepted it. Jesus Christ. So she's just over it. Makes sense. So good on her, and if anybody tries to cancel her, they're going to have to go through me and John Krasinski. Anyways. Oop, not that. All right. Now we got Babylon. Speaking of a strong female character right here, or a strong female actress, I should say. We got Margot Robbie. We got Damien Chazelle. And Brad Pitt, all this, you know, I'm looking forward to this movie because I'm a Chazelle fan. And we got some early reactions. A lot of people were posting their reactions yesterday when it came to Babylon. So here's what some people are saying when it comes to social media. We got Ryan Swen saying, Babylon, truly monstrous in its intruding insistence on shoving the viewer's face in the muck and claiming it's something novel or moving. Chazelle might be the worst confident director in Hollywood today. Of course, he's also got some of the worst instincts out there. Wow! Some bad reactions. Eric Weber right here says, I have some really, really bad news to share with you. Babylon's a flaming hot mess, a total disaster, easily Damien Chazelle's worst film and one of the worst films of 2022. Whoa! Gregory Elwood from the playlist says, Babylon is a fever dream of a movie that's best when it's being a straight-out comedy. The drama barely plays. Pitt and Jovan Adepo give the best performances in the movie. Robbie gives it her all, but the character is so one-note. Didn't love it. Destiny Jackson says, let me tell you something. Diego Calva in Babylon, fantastic. Can't wait to see him in more stuff. His acting is so tender and visceral. So did you like the movie? What about the other people? Okay. Courtney Howard right here says, Damien Chazelle's Babylon movie is dazzling, dizzying, I don't know what that word is, of demented depravity. She loved it, apparently. A rebellious, outrageous portrait of golden era hedonistic Hollywood. Margot Robbie is a live wire. Diego Calva is sensational, all-inducing costume and production design. So here's the positive ones. Clayton Davis says, Babylon feels like someone read David Chazelle, The Story of Sodom and Gomorrah, and then he said, hold my beer, high-octane, cocaine-inducing trip. First half is great, likely the internet's new favorite movie of all time. I love it. That was a little jab at the internet. Margot Robbie and Justin Horwitz are your stars. So there you go. So a mixed bag when it comes to Babylon. I mean, you see Margot Robbie in that dress. I mean, that's enough to put you in the seat right there, right? But I mean, I'm gonna see it. It's gonna be interesting. I'm wondering how I take all what I say after that. Livewire, is that BDAS? What? All right. But yeah. So I'm looking forward to it. I'm going to see it because, Whiplash is one of my all-time favorite movies. I mean, Jesus Christ, what Mr. Damien did right there was just pretty magical. But I'm going to go ahead and see it. I mean, it sounds like, you just watch the trailer. It looks like a fever dream. laced with cocaine. It does definitely look like that. So I'm going to see it, and I love the fact that it's got a mixed bag. I like it when movies have mixed bags like that, when people are shitting on it and then, of course, praising the absolute shit out of it, too. It's good stuff. Good stuff. All right, let's get to some questions here. Did I post on there? Probably not. Did I forget to? Nah. Yeah, I did. I forgot to post on YouTube. My bad. Or did I? I thought I did. Wait a minute. Yeah, I did post on here. I knew I did. All right, let's see what questions we have. Let's first look over to YouTube right here. Let's see. Sure Ali says, is Ben Affleck's Batman staying? I guess we'll find out soon, hopefully. We will find out soon. Maybe. All right, here we go. We got Twitter questions right here. All right, we got Eric Blake. Dave should point out that Zaslav said there won't be 4 Batman. That allows for the 3 we currently got. Yeah, you're taking that a little too seriously there, bud. And before someone says Keanu, he'll be Constantine from now on, and it's not like we're getting Super Pets 2, right? I mean, as far as I could tell, probably not. Didn't do that well. But anyways, there's going to be probably at least 2. I don't think there's going to be even 3, so. Tet! I can't wait for James Gunn DC stuff. He's such a comic nerd. I feel like any DC hero can just show up now, like Justice League Unlimited. Yep. Kevin, Batman fan. Hi, Dave. My favorite animated shows, games, and movies of Kevin Conroy's Batman are the new Batman Adventures, Batman Beyond, JLJLU, Arkham Knight, Arkham City, and Justice 1. World's finest movie, Batman Beyond, Return of the Joker. Well, you didn't like Batman the Animated Series? That's where it all started. All right, well, that's cool. Yeah, that's just, that guy had a lot of work. Mr. Wooter, hi, Dave. Are you shocked that Walter Armada is Ready the Armada? Is now, he went to Paramount Pictures, and do you have a favorite movie from Kevin Conroy? For me, Batman and Sub-Zero, that's my favorite. Yeah, Mask of the Phantasm is my favorite. But, no, I'm not shocked. Not really. Ronak, I was low-key interested in in Babylon, but now, yikes. I don't know if I want to sit in the theater for 3 hours for that. P.S. Margot Robbie needs a hit. So you're not going to support it. Makes sense, bud. Yeah, you know what? She needs a hit, but I'm not going to go see the movie. All right. 3 hours. God forbid. We could sit, 3 hours for a movie with cape shit, but can't do it with Margot Robbie in a nice, sexy dress, apparently. Damn it. They're just... All right. Mr. Nobody. Hey, Dave. A lot of news from WBD with Hamada at Paramount. What does this mean for Ray Fisher Cyborg? I'd love to see Ray in The Flash or Blue Beetle and other DC projects here and there. Thoughts? Well, I think he's not going to show up in anything that has anything to do with when it comes to, I guess you could say, if Hamada's name is still on it, I don't think he's going to be doing anything. He's going to be showing up in anything. I mean, that was one of the things that he said. That's why it's like, as much as we'd like him to show up again, like when it came to The Flash, I just don't think he's going to do it because Walter Hamada's name is still going to be on it. So that's the bad part. That is the bad part right there. So anyways, I would watch 3 hours of Margot. Yeah, exactly. I'm just saying. Ben Affleck, the Dunkin' Donuts Batman. Yes. Oh, someone got removed. What happened there? Huh? Uh-oh. Oh, I'm going to read some of these messages and say you're all a bunch of cuck boys. Oh, RJ right here. Okay. That's great. I hate that word too. I hate that word cuck. That's another word that's been recently thrown out there in the last 5 years with because obviously you got the woke culture and then you got the counter woke culture. So then of course they want to use like that, and cuck has been one that's also been just showing up like crazy in the past 5 years. Not a fan of it. I'm not a fan of the woke word either anymore too. It's just crazy. You think you're taking if Hamada's gone from DC, he's cool with being back. I don't know if I'm taking that seriously. I'm just listening to what Ray Fisher said. He didn't want to be involved with a movie that Walter Hamada was involved in. So that's all I'm just looking at. I mean, I could be wrong, but I'm just listening to what the dude said, that he didn't want to be involved in a movie that was going to be a Walter Hamada movie, you know? I don't think you're taking it seriously enough, so we'll see what happens. All right, guys, let's go ahead and wrap this up. Thank you guys for clicking in. Make sure you guys smash that like, thumbs up. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. Do all that. And, share the thing. Share the stream. Do all that. And join if you want to become a member. We do a members-only stream every Wednesday. So I'll be doing that tomorrow. And, subscribe to all the stuff around me. We got the sock meds around me. The Patreon, like, of course, you want to support on there. Do that. And, I'll see you guys tomorrow. I mean, obviously, sometimes you never know. There might be no news. Maybe we won't do it. We'll still do at least a members-only stream, but hopefully we'll do a show tomorrow. But anyways, guys, love ya. Love all ya. You guys are great. Talk to you later.